All right. All right, gang. What is going on, everybody? Shout out to the 161 in the house. Happy Wednesday night. Happy hump day. Let's see what we got here. Let's do a little bit of roll call. We got Chicken Parman here. We got Ola. We got Matthew. We've got 4 trains in the house. Yudo, Mazel Tov, Tim King of Jordans. We got Aiden. We got the crew, the OGs, man. The gangsters are all here. I love it. Texas Buckeye, how are you, my friend? Yeah, smash that like button if you haven't done that yet. Let's get them likes through the roof. We'll try to get a couple hundred likes if we can. Hayden Beer, Burns or Woodruff will cost. Woodruff will probably not cost Volpe. He'll probably cost. Well, it depends on what they do. I mean, they've got Willie Adames, or whatever you pronounce it. So if they get out Peraza, then he can trade Adames away if they wanted to. But I don't think they'll need both. Burns might cost both, but not Woodruff. But I totally see your point. And, it's worth, at the very least, reaching out to them. Who else we have here? Hayden's in the house. The big move, your guess is as good as not mine. Bernie Gannon's in the house. Alcantara's an excellent pitcher, yeah, but he's off the market. He's not available. So, Matt G. Yeah, what's this true too, Texas Buckeye? We need pieces, a small unit cohesion. The players want to be here. Exactly. I mean, we're going to talk about all the moves that have happened this week, right? It's nuts. And even today, about a couple hours ago, Noah Syndergaard, Thor. Somebody, I think Aiden asked me for some big Rodon news. This is to me, Dev, how are you? It's indirect Rodon news. Noah Syndergaard signed a 1-year, $13 million deal with the Los Angeles Dodgers. And I was afraid, I probably still am, but that the Dodgers can come and swoop in and grab Carlos Rodon after the Yankees kind of lowballed him with their first offer. So now, from what we're hearing, Rodon wants to be here. He's our guy. So I don't know why they're waiting for it. Just give him the offer, right? Don't give an opportunity for another team to come up and swoop him and get him. It sounds like the Cardinals are not in there on him either. But getting Syndergaard, adding him to that rotation, I think takes the Dodgers off the market now for him, which to me makes me breathe a little bit easier. And but there's always some kind of team that'll be willing to overpay, and I think that's what Scott Boras is doing. He's a master at waiting out people. He's a patience god. So waiting out the people to see if somebody would bite. And I definitely don't want to go for the option B, which is Nathan Eovaldi. The Nathan Eovaldi experiment didn't really work that well the first time. There was too many injuries. So, I mean, Rodon is the guy. There's such a gap from Rodon to everybody else in the American League that's available, Eovaldi included. And, and the fact is, Eovaldi has a similarity to Rodon. He's also connected to a qualifying offer. So, and if I'm going to give up prospect capital, I'm going to give it up for an ace, not somebody who could maybe be a number 4 here, if that makes sense. So I'm passing hard on Nathan Eovaldi. He's got a big arm, but Aaron just said it too. Yep, he's got a qualifying offer, meaning you have to pay more than just a contract. So that's right. Yeah, I mean, way to judge out. There were counter offers and stuff like that. So hopefully there's some counter offers now for Rodon. So hopefully the Yankees will come back and beat this offer. I'm not making moves after the. We don't know yet, Udo. I'm still pretty confident on Rodon. So, and I don't know what this big move they've been talking about. That could be speculation too. I really don't know. But they have to get a left fielder, right? Whether it's Benintendi or someone else or trade or whatever. So, and at this point, trade market is, with the exception of Benintendi, if they're not going to go for Benintendi, there's no one else available really, except for trades. So they're going to have to trade for somebody. And, just the way it's going to be. Shohei Ohtani, Tom Cruise, I don't think he's realistic. I think the Dodgers are saving up their money. They're going to give him probably between 4 and 500 million next year. I don't think. Yeah, I mean, I think he's just going to stay out west. Ohtani, and the prospects we'd have to give up from him are just completely insane. You know, they are, Michael. They're working to trade Donaldson. They're working to trade Hicks, and looking for a taker for Gleyber Torres as well. So that's what we know right now. Yeah, the 40-man is full. And any type of move, like let's just say they trade for Brian Reynolds. I mean, that's going to mean they're probably going to give up 3 or 4 guys that are on the 40-man for Brian Reynolds himself. So there's going to be a 3-for-1 or a 4-for-1. So they'll definitely clear room. And then whoever they bring in, if they bring in Rodon in free agency, they'll have to make a corresponding move as well. And it's most likely going to be a trade. Aaron, yeah, they're quietly shopping Donaldson, at least for what we know. So, and Cashman made that clear as well. So, yeah, I mean, Brian Reynolds is still my guy for left field, but we'll see. They don't sign Correa, they will play. Maybe. I mean, I would give Stanton, 1 or 2 days in the outfield a week and let him DH for the rest of the time. So, that's what I would do. Imagine how much more time. Yeah, if he signed, I don't even know who his agent is, but if they signed, Scott, if he enrolled with Scott Boras, forget about it. They never engaged with Tatis, Aiden. They never reached out to the Padres. Somebody put out that speculation, was like, what if this happens? What that happened? It just turned into a big factory of conspiracy theories. And personally, I said this before, but the only way I would trade for Tatis is not only if they took our bad contract, but we included a clause in their contract, in his contract, that basically said if you get popped for juicing again, your contract is voided, full stop. Even if you have 8 years left, full stop. And that's something I know the union would never go for. The agents would never go for. But that's the only way I would do it. David Cohen's in the house. What about Woodruff and Yelich? I worry about Yelich because he has $175 million left on his contract. They would have to eat probably half of it, Milwaukee, and we give him a good prospect return. I'd rather give him a little bit more and eat some of that contract. That's $175 million left on his deal. That's a lot. So they would have to take Donaldson and Hicks, most definitely. And that's the only way I would do it, David. They're going to have to take. If you want us to take that, you're going to take some of our albatross contracts too. So, yeah, I'm not sure if Machado's going to opt out next year. He might, but he'll be 31 or 32. So, I mean, I don't know how much. I mean, he'll get some money, but I don't know how much he's going to get. So, be an intriguing one, though. But Cabrera and Stanton, they can hang in live. I mean, they can handle it. But I know that they're going for, they're interested in Benintendi, Brian Reynolds, guys like that. Now there's talk about these outfielders from Arizona, these young controllable kids, and Max Kepler from the Twins. But oh, Anthony, YouTube fan. Yeah, I'm not all bundled up, man. I was out in Brick City earlier. It was like 23 degrees this morning when I put out that video. So it was mad cold out. But I don't mind. I love the cold. But it's nice. It's also nice being, warm tonight. What did I have for dinner? Barbecue chicken, mashed potatoes, and vegetables and biscuits. What about you, Lapari? Yeah, and Cabrera's going to be on the cheap for the next 6 years. Texas Buckeyes. So next 6 years. I mean, if they make a big trade, somebody's probably going to ask for him. But it depends on who this big trade is. So if you're a team, would you want Hicks, Donaldson? Only clueless BS artist Cashman would pay to add. Would I want Hicks and Donaldson? Well, depending on what type of performance they were coming off of. I mean, Donaldson came off a decent year. He's still on elite defense. He didn't play up to his $20 million contract, that's for sure. But, if you can get somebody to take and they can eat money, I mean, Donaldson will have value to somebody. Hicks will have value to somebody. Who? Don't know. For how much value? No idea. So, and I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon unless he pulls some miracle out of his hat. But we'll see. I'm actually confident the Yankees get Rodon. I think it's just going to take longer than people would like. And that's a must. They got to get it, man. Appreciate you, Texas Buckeye. Thank you. Thank you for all the super stickers and the super chats. I appreciate it. Max Fried, Nazi Albiez, Yelich, Adamus, Burns, Lopez, and Chisholm, Reynolds, Bednar, Cruz. What do you mean, Isai? You saying all these guys are available? I mean, these people are mentioned as possible, trade pieces for the Yankees. And again, Cabrera is also a work in progress too. He has a lot of development to still come. So, Tim King joins. As per John Heyman, Brian Reynolds has been Ryan Reynolds. Good one, Tim King. I don't know if we're better with Donaldson and Hicks. I wouldn't agree with that. Varsho is the way to go. Why, Mo? How come? Hey, Lori. How are you? Yes, this is the thing we're talking about, Lori. Like, what could it possibly be bigger than? Because in free agency, the only person that was bigger than Rodon was Correa, and he went to the Giants last night. So now we're looking at trades, right? So could we be thinking of a trade with the Arizona Diamondbacks, but what package would you have to? You'd have to get Zach Gallen in that trade and one of these outfielders, right? Or Brian Reynolds and a David Bednar from the Pirates, or this Pablo Lopez with a Jazz Chisholm from the Marlins. Like, it'd have to be that type of level to be bigger than Rodon in terms of impact. And again, we just don't know. And this is where Cashman kind of works as magic. So I'm confident he's going to do something. And we have multiple people saying they're working on something bigger. So I'm optimistic that something happens. What, we don't know. They didn't mention anything about that Minnesota trade last year. It just happened. So, and they're essentially like, this is what happens. We'll hear like Yankees are working on this and this and this and this, and then we're here repeatedly, and then it happens. Or Cashman comes out of nowhere with some freaking trade. So it's good that we're hearing that they're working on something bigger. And we heard it from Michael Kay. We heard it from Buster Olney. So, I'm confident that something's going to happen. So, Davey, I would go 5-2, but it's not going to get him, unfortunately. I mean, if you can get him, if you can go 6 years with an option for a seventh, a vesting option like on performance or health, then okay. Chicken nuggets. All right, Anthony. Nice. I totally get it. Oh, by the way, smash that like button if you haven't done so yet. We got 245 people. Can we get to 200 likes? Let's try to get to 200 likes while we're in here right now, if you don't mind. It's really helpful to the channel, and it's greatly appreciated. So I thank you. Let's smash that like button. Just go punch it, step on it. Best time to barbecue, y'all. I grill all year round. I in Hawaiian all year round, baby. Yeah, I mean, seriously, Luis. Somebody like, I hope this Rodon thing happens sooner than later. So here's a surprise: that chicken parm, dude. Chicken parm is one of the greatest things in the world. Whether it's in a sandwich or just on a platter with some spaghetti on the side, or some spaghetti and nice greens or something. Chicken parm is one of the greatest things in the world. I gotta tell you. So I love that, when I see your name on here, it just makes me want chicken parm. I have MLB Network on here, so I'm seeing if anything pops up. Lorenzo Hicks to Colorado for some Bud Light beer. I'd probably do that. And Tom Cruise, we are. We're missing that offense. Yes, we are. Yeah, this we are. So, Aiden. Yeah, Jack, what's up? Adavino, I don't know. I mean, he was decent here and solid, but personally, I like somebody from the left-handed side. I would go for Andrew Chafin or try to get because they already brought in 2 relievers from the right-handed side this offseason. So I think a left-hander to help balance these guys out would be a wise idea. But again, that's just me. Yankees are finalized. I hope that would be nice, Kevin. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Let's see. It would be nice to be able to announce something like big on the live stream. That's awesome if it happens, man. Let's see if we got anything right now. So that way we can get it to you here. Nothing yet. Orioles are showing interest in Michael Wacha. That's nothing new. Yeah, I mean everybody's showing interest in everybody. So Tigers signing Michael Lorenzen, former reliever, but I think they're going to try him out as a starter. Noah Syndergaard to the Dodgers, so Thor's off the market as well. So, Four Train's in the house. What's up, Four Train? Any truth? No. The Yankees haven't reached out to the Padres. Somebody brought it up and said it would be a good idea. What if this, that? What if this, that? And then, like, Yankees Twitter started going crazy. But that would be a very complicated deal. And honestly, like, they would have to give a top 3 prospect, and they would need San Diego to eat a lot of contracts, and it would be a very complicated deal to do. But I have a feeling they're just going to plug him in the outfield. Tatis Jr. And keep him over there like left fielder Jake McCarthy. See, and then somebody started talking about that last week, and people are going nuts over him. He's unproven. He had like 1.5 season sample size, so. I mean, yes, he's young and controllable, but to me, Brian Reynolds is the guy to get because he's approaching his prime, and he would help capitalize on the rest of the guys' prime in this on the Yankees right now. Now, if they got McCarthy, I wouldn't complain, but McCarthy's not enough either. I would want Zach Gallen or something like that too. So appreciate that, man. Appreciate you sharing the live, man. Thank you. Would I give up Volpe for Fried? Probably not. He's a little older. Fried was 23 or 24 maybe, but Fried's 28. He's got 2 years of control left. So not Volpe, but I would give up, Oswald Peraza so they could replace Dansby Swanson if they wanted to. So, but now I wouldn't give up Volpe. Have I ever watched Lahane? What is that, Isai? Yelich, he's getting better. He's getting healthy, but he still has $175 million left on his what do you call it? On his contract. So that scares the hell out of me. Reynolds, yeah, you're right about that, T. Drake. Reynolds would take a haul, but he would be worth it, in my opinion. Dave made it clear he's not available, Jonathan Alcantara. They're not going to trade him under any circumstance. And then they just gave him a big extension too. So when I love him, yeah, but yeah. Yeah, Lorenzen with the Tigers, Jonathan, and Noah Syndergaard, Thor with the Dodgers. 1 year, $13 million with I think $1 million or plus in incentives as well that he can reach. So, hey Ben, how are you? What am I thinking about being Rodon to the Rangers? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Rangers could strike and get him in. I mentioned him as a dark horse. So, I would hate it, but it's possible. Anything's possible. If this thing keeps dragging out, a team might jump in and get him. What up, balling with AC? What is good? Yeah. What do we got here? Where did he state that he didn't want to play for New York, Siciliano? Because some people are saying that, and I don't see it anywhere. Can you point to where he said that? Tatis could be a Stanton type deal where we gave up nothing, take on $200 million, $700 million short-term contracts. He could be, but he got popped for juicing, and he's off of 2 surgeries. So, there's a big risk there. Don't worry, he's a world of talent. He's only 24, but they'd have to take off Donaldson. They have to take Hicks, probably Gleyber Torres. And again, I've even mentioned earlier, I would insist that they put a clause in his contract so that if he gets popped again for juicing, his contract's voided immediately. Some kind of accountability has to be there for players. It's not fair that managers and coaches get popped and suspended, but players get a slap on the wrist. No, I don't care if you're union protected or not. So, that's just my thing, though. Oh, you become a huge Jake McCarthy guy, Ryan Beck? I'm sure you have. Kittel won't be a free agent until he's 29 years old. Now, he'll be a free agent in 2025. But I think he'll be 29 years old in 2025, I think. Yeah, the union would never allow it, which, God forbid you hold a player accountable for doing steroids again, right? No, yeah. That's one reason I wouldn't do it. Tatis, risky. Yeah, I would prefer Brian Reynolds just to safer. Predict what I think the big move is. It's probably going to be a trade with Minnesota or Pittsburgh or Diamondbacks. Bryce. That's what I'm thinking. But I hope it's something else that we're not thinking of. No, Cecilia, you said, yeah. I wouldn't really unless we hear him say it. I don't care what like John Heyman or other people say. I need to hear him say it. If he says it, then okay. Yeah. Well, that's what we were hearing, J Val, that Rodon was supposed to make his decision, but he clearly did so far. He didn't accept that low ball offer that the Yankees offered him last night. So they're gonna have to increase it. That's for sure. That's for sure, J Val. Cueto and Chafin instead of Evaldi. Yeah, I mean, neither one of them were attached to a QO. That's for damn sure. Yeah, I don't know if the Pirates will trade Tatis either. So, you know, Machado said it. So did Preller. What did they say, Jack? What did they say? Mm-hmm. Poppy included rules of BS. Yep. Joey and Nelly, what is good? Buster Olney, Matthew, Michael K also said it too that they were hitting. He got it from Yankee insiders, people who worked for the Yankees. And he said that on his show too. So I think there's something. I just don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. I don't, Drew, because he said he got it from some insiders from the Yankees. So Brandon Crawford, I would not waste my time. Brandon Crawford. Would I trade for Varsho and Diamondbacks? Maybe. I mean, he made some adjustments to his swing this past year. So if we get one of these young dynamic outfielders from the Diamondbacks, then I'd be fine with that. But it doesn't solve, the pitching problem. It doesn't solve the just other issues problem. So we have to make sure they get everybody that they need at the very least. And this guy said he gave Aaron Judge assurances that he was going to spend and make improvements because Aaron Judge asked him. And I asked this yesterday. Would he be making improvements if Judge didn't ask him to? That's my question. And where are these improvements? The team is not better right now. They just have a higher payroll. So we need to see some improvements. So does Conforto have a declined QO attached to him? I think he might. I think Conforto has a QO attached to him. I think you might be right about that. Yeah, I think you might be right about that, Kevin. Torres and Peraza, I would do that in a heartbeat, but the Red Sox wouldn't do that. Torres and Peraza for Devers? Oh, God, yeah. They're not going to trade Devers to the Yankees, the Red Sox. Rodon finalizing contract. That would be awesome, wouldn't it, Kevin? That would be awesome. Yeah. The Yankees got minor league pitchers. Yeah. 2 minor league pitchers and a hitter. Exactly. 6 years with the performance incentives over the course of 6 years, that would add up to a 7th year. Something like that. So, well, and yeah, the owner's side start low and they work up. The agent side, they start up and they work down. That's just, and this is what, Boris does this all the time. He generally never blinks first. So, Machado doing with Darvish coming here. You Darvish? I doubt that would ever happen, Tim King. I doubt that would happen. I would be shocked. Chance of Benintendi coming back 50-50, Sean. I mean, but I think I'm actually under 50. I'm probably more like 35% or something like that. I need verification that he's not, a big city guy and he wants to go back to the Midwest or whatever. Some people are saying that, but I haven't heard it from him. I don't think any of us had. So, and then that could be speculation too. Well, Nico Machado has an opportunity to opt out after 2024, so he can do that if he wants to. And we'll see. Who would trade for Tatis if he were available? I I'd say probably Texas, maybe the Dodgers. I don't think the Padres would trade him to the Dodgers. Uh, the Mets, because they're crazy enough to do it. Mm, Seattle, Jonathan. A couple, I mean, no more than a handful of teams. Aroldis Chapman, Michael. Hard pass for me, but that's just me. I already told you, Couch. I pass on Evaldi. I pass on him. It's got to be some kind of trade. If it's not going to be Rodon, then I would be doing a trade. So I pass on Evaldi. He comes with a qualifying offer, and I don't want to give up picks for someone who's at best probably going to be our number 4. It's not worth it to me. Not worth it. We got 369 people. Welcome, everybody. Hope you're all having a good time. If it's your first time here, welcome. If anybody hasn't smashed the like button, please do that. Let's try to get over 200 or 250 likes if we can. I mean, let's try to get 300 likes. We got almost 400 people in here. If you don't mind, we greatly appreciate it. If anybody hasn't subscribed, if you enjoy this stuff, please do that before you leave as well. I want to make sure you don't miss out on anything. I put out stuff all the time. So, and this is the top crew around, the 161 Mafia. So, welcome. And thank you for spending a Wednesday night with us. We do this on Saturday nights too. Yeah, Cashman's he's a ghost guy like that, a vampire like that. So I agree, but I also agree with Jay. They're very aggravating too. Oh, yeah, Jack Curry's one of the more credible. I wait for Curry and Passan and Jeff Passan and a couple other folks. I don't generally find what John Heyman says to be gospel. So. New hair grooming policy. I mean, I would maybe loosen up on it a little bit. That's one of the things that makes him unique too. So I would let people do some scruff and stuff like that. But like, I don't know about the Grizzly Adams thing. Like some players have that type of stuff. But I mean, I don't care. But I understand why they do it. I mean, George Steinbrenner was a military guy, and they came out with that military type policy. So I get it. It keeps the standards high and all these things. So. I get it. And I don't really have an issue one way or the other. Well, this is true too, Beck. If they really believe in Volpe and Peraza, then no Devers and Machado, which is true. Brandon Crawford, no, I would not. Kyle pass on Crawford. It's not worth it. It's not good enough. We got to be better. We got to do better than Crawford. Don't find it strange. Only Kane only reported something big so far. No, not really, because they're the most intimately connected to the Yankees on a regular basis. So, and Kay heard it from some of the inside people. You'll never hear anything from Cashman. You'll never hear anything from these guys. Like Cashman never leaks anything. So, it's just gonna happen one day. We're gonna wake up in the morning and be like, "Oh shit, what did they do?" Just like we did when they traded with Minnesota. We were like, "What?" It's going to be one of those puzzling trades, but I hope it's a puzzling, really good one. Because if it's bigger than Rodon, then it's got to be good. So, and that's, to me, that's the key. Sources have to be reliable, and hopefully the move is big. The Blue Jays have been making moves. They got Bassett. They also lost Ross Stripling to the Giants. It's a lot of like replacing guys with guys. So there's still a lot of people out there available. But yeah, I mean, they're making moves. The Angels are making moves. They need to show Ohtani and Trout that they're serious about winning games. So they got to do something. And the Red Sox are, they brought in Kenley Jansen. They brought in Yoshida. And then they let Bogarts walk. That one surprised me. But with that much type of money, I mean, how are you going to turn that down? $280 million for 11 years? Like, there's no freaking way. Nolan Gorman for third base. I don't think the Cardinals would trade him. If he's the Cardinals, or is that the Blue Jays? No, is it the Cardinals prospect, right, Drew? Yeah, I don't think they would trade him. But, I mean, I could be wrong because they have Arenado at third base. Enzo said it on Yankees News. Said what? What did he say, Kevin? If it's not verified, don't believe what people say. They can't back it up with actual sources, and if you can easily disprove it in 5 seconds, I don't find that credible. What did he say? Kevin Barry says they're finalizing as we speak. Finalizing the Rodon contract. I haven't seen anything like that. Very alarming that we haven't gotten rid of Hickson. I think those moves would happen towards the later part of the season when people are still looking for guys and running out of options. So that's kind of a end of season types of thing. Yeah, I don't believe in the snake oil stuff. Like, you got to be able to back it up with credible sources. Just like the whole, and I don't know who put it out the other day that they were finalizing a 4-year deal with Rodon. It was almost done, and then options for a 5th and 6th year. What planet would Scott Boras ever accept that? Never. Never. They want 7 years. So, yeah, exactly, Tyler. They got to trade Torres, and I think they will. But, no, it's just due process. It's physical and all these other things, but it'll be official finish. I wouldn't worry about it because they're gonna do a press conference and all that stuff. So, Randy's in the house. Long time, baby. Happy 40. Welcome to the club. Happy 40, brother. Yeah, well, we need more. We need more, Randy. We need more than just Judge. It's not enough. And even Judge and Rizzo, not enough. Do we know for a fact? Yeah. And Hal even said it too. And Hal said he gave Judge reassurances that they had enough money to make the improvements that Judge wanted to be made. So Brantley could be a dark horse, yeah, but he's also older and he's been much more injury prone recently. So, a lot of these guys, like Correa, Bogarts, their contracts aren't official yet. It's physicals. It just takes a little while to get them finally signed and in the books. So, Conforto was a free Japan opening replies. There's a QO deadline. It's in May or June, somewhere around there. Would I do Hickson, Randy Vasquez for Jake McCarthy? Yeah, I would. I don't know who wouldn't. Imagine news breaks while, dude. That's the one of the things we love. But I'll give you this. We do have 2 silver linings with Bogarts and Correa moving from the American League to the National League. We don't have to face these guys 10 times a year. So 2 Yankee killers are gone now. Gone. So that, to me, even though the Yankees aren't doing much right now, that's the silver lining. I feel better knowing that we're not going to get pounded by these 2 guys in baseball games. They're going to give our pitching a little bit of a break. So, but there's other guys. So, Don Alvarez and Kyle, Tucker and like all these other folks to replace them. But I'm happy those 2 guys are gone because they've been longtime Yankee killers. And I'm looking now to see if there's anything else. Nothing yet. Okay. No, nothing yet. I keep refreshing, so I look for stuff all the time because I would love to report some breaking news. I got the MLB network here because anything would be breaking news would pop up here too. We got 409 people in here. Wow. Can we get to 300 likes, guys? Can anybody tell me how many likes we have? I can't tell on this software. Donaldson's 25. Yeah, 20 this year and then a $5 million buyout for 2024. So they're going to have to eat more than half of it. If they eat $15 million of it, somebody might take them on. But we'll see. I think a lot of us are going to be disappointed if Judge is the only signing. 191 likes. Okay. All right. If anybody in here hasn't hit that like button, can you smash it right now? Let's see how quickly we can get to 300 likes. Would you sign Brandon Drury for third base if we move? Yeah, Danny, yeah. If he's still available, yeah. Absolutely. But I think somebody's probably going to want Drury before Donaldson. So it's going to be hard to move him if people are going to want Drury first. 200 likes. All right. Appreciate all yous. I appreciate all yous that hit the like button. Illuminati Gaming. Yeah, I mean, there's too much speculation and there's too much inaccurate information being peddled out there. That's why you got to be careful, because there's a lot of people that peddle bullshit, and then it'll affect content creators like myself and other folks who like to do it the right way and be accurate with stuff. So just be careful with what you hear and what you see. Verify everything. That's why I give the sources as to where I found stuff. And that way you can look for yourself and confirm, formulate your own opinion. But like there's a couple of people that just peddle ridiculous stuff and they pawn it off as factual information, and it's not. It's not. So I mean, it's just got to be careful with that stuff. Orioles, yeah, Waka. Brandon Drury would be. I mean, I would consider him if he would consider coming back here. Do I think the Jets can beat the Lions? Yeah, I do. And they better beat the freaking Lions. Yeah, I mean, good for the Orioles. They get Waka. They need a couple of pitchers anyway. So, all right, 234 likes, not bad. Dominguez, Herman. Who's that? Flowers and Sweeney for rounds. Who's Flowers? Are you talking about Esteban Florial? I mean, that's probably what it's going to cost. I would do that. I would front load a package with Jason Dominguez. To me, like I said this before, to me, Brian Reynolds is the finished product of what people want Dominguez to be. So I am not hesitant to move Dominguez. I'm not. 242 Buckeye. All right. I'm getting approaching 300 likes. We might do it. Braves fans should demand Dominguez and Peraza in a deal for Max Fried. I mean, they could demand it. Yeah, I don't know if they'll get it, but I would give up Dominguez. And Peraza, they're going to have to add somebody to the deal, I think. I mean, Fried is 28, and he's got 2 years of control left. So, and that's not, to me, worth the number 2 and number 3 prospect. So, Brandon Drury doesn't want to. We know this, AZN. I know it didn't work out before. We got injured, but do we know this for sure? And is Acuna available? I don't know. Yeah, Florial. Okay. Yeah, I would do that. Dodgers, Rodon. Yeah, I mean, they frightened me a little bit, but they signed Noah Syndergaard tonight, so I don't know if they have any more room for a Carlos Rodon. Reynolds is the guy, too. In my opinion, he's the guy to get. 300 likes, baby. Let's see if we can get it. AL East, yeah. I mean, it's just, yeah. 248 likes. All right. Cashman being cheap, or is it? It's the owner. I mean, it's the owner's teams, the owner's money. And, Cashman runs things by him, but it's the owner's decision as to whether he wants to spend the money. So, and he's overruled Cashman a whole bunch of times. So, all right. Amen to that, T. Drake. Yeah, I wish they would stop dragging the feet and sign. Yeah, no doubt about it, man. Texas is far too generous, my friend. You're a saint, bro. You are a saint. Yes, indeed. Kyle Gibbs. If we trade Torres and LeMahieu isn't quite ready to start the season, do you think? I think they'll be fine, Kyle, because they've got Oswaldo Cabrera they could plug in at second base. So, I mean, they have other holes there. And I mean, personally, Torres has some trade value. So, and I would capitalize on it. Keep in mind, like, people are asking us to give up a number 2 and number 3 prospect for Max Fried, who's 3 years older than Torres with the same amount of control. Torres just turned 26, and he's got two years of control. So If a team can get a number 2 and a number 3 for Fried, they can get a decent amount for Torres, who plays all the time, and Fried only plays at most 30 games a year. So something to keep in mind, just for perspective. It's not official. Nobody's saying nothing about it. You're gonna come back to me. Yeah. Have you heard anything on Chapman? Well, he doesn't need to be released. His contract, he's agent. So yeah, he's a free agent. So he's gone. He won't be back. Cashman is quiet and usually strikes. That's the thing too. I mean, it's very quiet in Yankee land right now. It's frustrating, but this is also when some moves. Sometimes they happen. So I can't to Boston just to sabotage you. Watch him go over there and hit 30 bombs. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? 417 people. Welcome, everybody. I'm glad to see 264 likes. All right, let's try to get to 300. Reynolds is better than Benintendi, yes. And I would pay what it would cost for 3 years of control. Benintendi's a better defender, yes. I mean, I would like both, honestly, but I can't see them getting that. So Rodon would be a top 5 rotation. Yes, will be a top 5 rotation with Rodon. Better than Astros? I'm not sure, but it'll be up there. His stats against the Astros are very, very good too. Carlos Rodon's very, very good stats against the Astros, and we need somebody like that. Yeah, it's a chance, Brian Williams. I mean, Michael Kay said the same thing, and he said he heard it from insiders that work for the Yankees. That, and again, we're never going to hear from Cashman. He never leaks anything. So Cashman knows Rodon won't sign anytime soon. He's looking at trades. Yeah, I think both, and he's probably waiting for his market to shrivel and see what happens. But somebody will come in and bite. That's what Boris does, and that's my fear. Which is why from the Yankees, I'm locking this dude up and then just taking my time working on a trade. Just get this guy Rodon in here, please. Please. Forget option B. Forget option B. Yeah. No, I don't think Torres for Fried. They'd have to go to other folks. Like, if they don't trade Torres, they're not going to trade Volpe. So that would have to be an Oswald Peraza package or a Jason Dominguez type. You're right, Drew. It doesn't make sense to send them over there. Albius for Torres trade up. I mean, we probably would. I don't know if they would. I think Chapman probably signs with Miami or something like that. Yep, Kyle. There it is. There it is. Well, I like this one. Let's smash that like button like we're smashing Boston. We got 428 people in here too. Let's just smash past 300. Torres has a lazy streak. So is Jason Dominguez, and this is not the first time they've said it. So this is why it makes sense to consider. He's got a very high ceiling, but those guys worry me. The super high ceilings, but with lazy streaks, we've had too many of those. Too many of Chapman to the bad news bears. Yeah, I mean, I mean, I'm not going to rule out the Blue Jays. I'm not going to rule out the anybody. Dodgers, Twins, the Cardinals, and the Astros lost Verlander. What if they just came out of nowhere and swooped up and grabbed Rodon to replace Verlander? Like, yeah, that could happen too. What's your blockbuster, Isai? You got a blockbuster trade for us? And that's the thing, Lori, see if you're here, if you're still here. I mean, what do you think? And what's everybody's thought on what the big move should be? This big move we keep hearing. Check back up here. Let's see. East side. Chapman to the Bad News Bears. That's not it. Chapman to the Dodgers. No. I'm not seeing it, man. Repost it. 296 likes. All right, man. We got 300 around the corner. What big closer do you see the Yankees? I mean, I see them trading for one Wink, honestly. Gregory Soto would be nice, or David Bednar from the Pirates would be nice. Those are the two I would really, really be looking at, but I think Soto would probably not cost as much. So, and the Tigers have a need for a second baseman. So Torres could be part of that deal, and he's good friends with Javi Baez, who's over there. So trade for Bieber. I'm not sure if the Guardians are going to be able to afford to re-sign him anyway. So it makes sense to offer him something at the very least and see what happens. We'll see what the Guardians do. I'm really curious. So, yeah, I mean Reynolds would be a great fit. Varsho and Joe Mantably. I mean, I could see them making a trade with Arizona. I could. 300 likes. Thank you. Shout out to all of you. Shout out to everybody in here. I appreciate you. 440 people in here. Wow. See if we can get to 400 likes. We'll see. Yeah, Benintendi, I mean, Benintendi's also a good contact guy. I mean, so is Brian Reynolds. He's also been in a worse lineup, Brian Reynolds. Benintendi's always been in good lineups, and for the most part. And as a switch hitter, he brings value. He would be much better in terms of average, Brian Reynolds, I think, if he came to the Yankees. He'd have so much more offensive protection than he did at Pittsburgh. And to me, Benintendi had that in Boston, and had a little bit of it in Kansas City too. But he always had it in Boston. We know that. He's got championship experience too, so I mean, that's a benefit. But another 300 hitter would be fantastic. We just need more contact hitters, man. Low strikeout, good contact hitters. And to me, Reynolds or Brantley with Rodon. I mean, Reynolds would be lovely. Rodon and Jake McCarthy. I'd love a blockbuster for Reynolds. I'd settle for Benintendi. Yeah, I can hang with that. Ryan Beck. He doesn't really have a fit here, Diego. That's why about re-signing Carpenter. Where's he gonna play, and who's he gonna take playing time from? They've got Oswaldo Cabrera, and you're not gonna sit him to play Carpenter to see if he could possibly do what he did last year. I mean, I thank him and I let him walk. Just let him go back to St. Louis or something like that. I like the guy, but it's not a fit in there now. They need to get younger. We'd have to deal with announcers talking about Justin Bieber and she. Yeah, I mean that would be kind of annoying, but I think they probably fire. Yankees announcers talk about Justin Bieber, man. Yeah, protection, man. No, Jason, thank you. What are you talking about, Chris? What are you referring to, my man? I want to make sure I understand what you're saying here. Yeah, Pirates said that he's not for sale, but unless they're blown away by an offer. But I see him being moved. He asked them for a trade now. I see him being moved. It could be a bench piece, but I want some younger bench pieces, in my opinion. Beck. Yeah, I do feel like he wants to play every day. It's just that he doesn't. There's not enough anything here for him to play full time. Like, where's he going to play? That's the problem. Jigga Man's in the house, guys. Jigga Man, Yankees Morning Brew, Knights of Degen get yanked. He is the man with the plan. Okay, I'm on with Hector from Yankees Morning Brew Thursday mornings. We rock and roll, so we'll be doing that tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Maybe Jigga Man will hop on there and talk baseball. But if you don't know who Knights of Degen is, go check them out. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, check them out. They do everything. Baseball, all different types of sports. Basketball, now they have Knicks Morning Brew. They just partner with NYY News TV for a collaboration or podcast called Get Yanked. These guys are on fire. And these are guys you're going to want to know. Okay? You're going to want to know. So shout out to Jigga Man. Doing well, my friend. How you doing? He is on fire, man. Again, genius ideas. That channel is going to blow up, man. That channel is going to blow up. And I love being a part of, being able to partner with them on anything. So we got stuff coming too. We got stuff coming, but Jigga's in the house, man. What are your thoughts, Jigga, on the Correa? On the Correa signing and I mean it's crazy. This is the third player this year, and then and actually the last 3 weeks that has signed a deal for over a longer than a decade, which is crazy. Correa, Trey Turner, and Xander Bogaerts. Crazy, man. Absolutely nuts. I got you, Jigga, man. I got you, bro. Shout out to Jigga. Shout out to Hector from Yankees Morning Brew. Shout out to these guys. Yeah, and if you go take a look. And Jigga, if you want to link your channel right here in the comments, please do so that people can check it out and subscribe to it. Please support their channel by subscribing to the Knights of Dejan. Okay? Please do that. You will not be disappointed. I don't recommend a lot of channels, but I recommend theirs. They have a great thing going, man. They really, really do. Arias, probably a low chance he gets traded. But I don't know, man. There's so much stuff that we don't think will happen that happens, and then we think should happen that doesn't happen. Like, it's so unpredictable, baseball. I mean, yeah, but, Ian Happ, okay. But, I mean, personally, I'd rather get guys with controllable years. So, Mo, I agree, but playing stand. I mean, I would play him in left field a couple times a week, maybe twice a week, and then give him the DH days. He tends to play better when he's on the field. So, yeah, exactly, 100%, Chiga. Going to the Giants, my gosh, 13 years, $350 million, mucho dinero. Oy, crazy, man, crazy, brother. What else? Yeah, I think the Red Sox, they got to hang on the Devers now that they let Bogaerts walk. You have to. You want to be relevant, you have to. You got to extend the guy. So, Hal did promise Judge he was going to improve. Yes. So you heard it too, Blake. Yes, he did this. And the thing, like, what has he done so far? They're not better. They're not better. So, and we need to see something here. We really, really do. Yeah, Rashid, the shortstops have gotten paid this offseason. And I'm not surprised. This is a safer class than last year's shortstop class. I think there's zero chance the Yankees get Rafael Devers. Zero. And folks, please go to that link. Please check them out. Please support that channel by subscribing. They're members of the 161 Mafia, so I definitely want to support my people. And please support these guys. I promise you will love their stuff. And again, you'll see I'll be on tomorrow with Hector. Thursday mornings at 11. We'll be doing some talking baseball, talking all that kind of stuff. So you'll see it on tomorrow. But you'll see it on the Knights of Dejan channel. That's where I'll be. Every other Thursday right now. And we're kind of working on putting together a master plan for something bigger later on. So be on the lookout, gang. Be on the lookout. We got some good stuff coming in 2023. Yeah, I mean, Devers, I don't think they're going to trade Devers to a division rival. Isai. What kind of trade is this? This is like a 20-player trade. This is like an NBA trade when, you have like a 4-team trade and every guy's getting rid of 5 dudes. Dominguez, Peraza, Sweeney, Cabrera, Florial, Herrera, Schmidt, Chaparro, Wade, Garcia, Beater. 11 people. For Reynolds, Cabrian, Hayes, Bednar, JT Brubaker, and O'Neill Cruz. Oh, my God. I don't think the Pirates would do that. You want to get O'Neill Cruz, Brian Reynolds, and Cabrian Hayes, and David Bednar? I mean, the trade's going to have to be this big. The Yankees are going to have to give up like 15 dudes. And they really will. Isa, you got pelotas, man. You have cojones. You have balls, bro. But that's the types of trades that are fun to see. They're crazy, but they're fun to see. Yeah, stop. Yeah. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, Correct Flash. I'm like, should I talk? I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for supporting here as well on the channel. I appreciate that. I think if Hal offered Correa the same as Judge, he would have been here last month. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, you might be right about that. They're only $10 million apart from each other. Montez, Donaldson, Hicks for two prospects for Woodruff, Yelich, Sign, Rodon. Have 4 legit pitchers locked up. Cabrera can't play third. Montez, Donaldson, Hicks, and 2 prospects. They're gonna have to be really good prospects if we're gonna get Woodruff. We're gonna have to eat a lot of Yelich's contract, Chris. That's the only way I see something like that working. But Woodruff would be nice. And I think the Brewers are going to ask people to take on Yelich's contract because he has so much left on his contract that they're going to want to pawn that on somebody. He's getting healthy, but I don't know. It's no more of these albatross type contracts. That's why I think Brian Reynolds he's got 3 years of contract and he's on the cheap. Like he's a guy I want to give up a good package for. Man, I really do. Jeets, I mean, it's the Pirates. I mean, we want their player, so it's their, they're going to want a certain amount of people, and they'll be just like Boris. He has his requests, and he doesn't budge from them. Teams don't do the same. They always ask for more from the Yankees than they do from other teams in trade. So I don't know why they do, but they do. So and Cashman's very resistant to getting fleeced. So I would not move Bader to left. I would keep him in center. He's the best defensive center fielder in baseball. So Cashman, what is that? Well, this is the thing. Cashman keeps the money flowing in their coffers. That's Hal's number one priority and Levine's number one priority. And Levine's made that clear before. So as long as he keeps them rich and winning enough games to get them into the playoffs, because they make about $20 million or $21 million in additional revenue each playoff game. If they can go play 4 playoff games, and that would cover all the luxury penalties that they would pay that year. So, Michael, there's no Rodon news right now. Just that the Dodgers signed Noah Syndergaard, which in my opinion takes Rodon out of the Dodgers scene. But you never know. Dodgers could come in and come out of nowhere and do this. Heck, there he is. Hector's in the house, too, from Yankees Morning Brew. We got Hector and Jigga Man both here, man. Love it. My crew. Again, I'll be on with Hector tomorrow. We're going to be talking baseball. We're going to be talking Yankees on the Yankees Morning Brew. Knights of Dejan. So, again, if you haven't seen or subscribed to Knights of Dejan, please do that. It's every Thursday or every other Thursday. And this channel is just getting better and better and better. I'm proud to be a part of this with them. Very proud. Randy, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Click the link I posted above. Oh, let somebody else throw a super chat. Randy. Oh, hold on. Somebody else put one in here. This thing is scrolling too quickly here. Did I just miss somebody's super? I want to make sure I don't miss anybody here. I appreciate that, Randy. Yelich and Woodruff would be, kind of crazy, but I don't know how many fans would be happy. RC from MRC, there he is. Thank you, bro. What is good? Hope all are well. That hot stove is really heating up. We only have 62 days, man, the magic number until pitchers and catchers report. Oh, baby. 62 days. What is good, baby? Thank you again, man. Any news on Correa? He signed late last night, 13-year contract with the San Francisco Giants. $350 million, Gary G. You're ordering pizza and crumble cookies. That's what you need to do, man. We get Rodon, man. I think I'm going to have to do pizza too, man. Pizza's a great celebratory and comfort food, man. But what it do, Hector? What it do, man? Always good to have you on, my man. Always good to have you on. We got to, yeah, man, you're right, too. We got to get this Rodon thing locked down and off the books, man, and then move on to this bigger move that so many people are speculating about. So, yeah, man, get yanked on Friday. Yeah, we do our thing on Thursday. Yeah, he's getting fired, man. He's fired, baby. These guys are on point, man, and they know their stuff. Great conversation. I mean, that's what it's all about, man. Different perspectives, respectful conversation. Welcoming people. Like that's one reason why Hector and them are so good over there, and they're going to continue doing that well, man. So I appreciate these guys. The Yankees sign Rodon to keep Benintendi or get Reynolds. You need to make him McDonald. If they sign Rodon and get Reynolds, I'll definitely do a McDonald's run. Yeah. Oh yeah. Can the Dodgers make Thor? I mean, it's a 1-year deal. I mean, I think they'll get something out of him. Some big innings. I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping getting Thor takes them out of the Rodon market. Because I was afraid they were going to come in and just scoop up and get him. They haven't really spent. So, and I could see them making a move like that, especially when Trey Turner left. So they may still get Dansby Swanson, but I don't know. Yeah, the Knicks, baby. The Knicks. Knicks have been winning a lot lately. Winning a lot. 333 likes. Thank you, gang. I appreciate you. Trout and Ohtani. Yeah, dude. I mean, the Angels had to make these moves just to show these guys that they were serious about doing something and trying to win some games over there. So I don't know if it's going to be enough to keep Ohtani, though. I don't know. I think the Dodgers are going to be waiting with $450, $500 million for him. Dwight, thank you so much, too, Ruby. I appreciate that, man. What, Gregory? What are you talking about? Making what up? What are you talking about, Gregory? Making what up? This channel isn't the same anymore. What are you talking about, dude? Oh, you're the man, Hector, man. You're the man. What is this guy Gregory talking about? Yeah, don't think so, Chief. Don't think so, Chief. You're gone, homie. 13-year deal. Yeah. Yeah. That's what Carlos Rodon signed. And excuse me, Carlos Correa, a 13-year deal. Dude. I could see 400 for 8 for Ohtani. I could see that. Yeah. That guy had to get zapped. Feel free, Udall. Do your thing, bro. Can't have people like that. It could be hating from them, just trolling from another place. So, but everybody knows Carlos Correa signed a 13-year deal tonight. Okay. $350 million. That's all over the news. Everywhere. It's only the second player to sign a 13-year deal. Bryce Harper was the other one. But peace, Gregory. That's what you get, homie. Ain't no lying here, dude. We don't do that here. Terry, appreciate you, man. Thank you. Must be from John Boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. When people start calling out other channels, boy, we're gonna get in trouble here. Yeah, get him trolling stuff out of. He got blocked. Should have gotten Yoshida for left field, but what do you think about the Diamondbacks out? I mean, Varsho and McCarthy seem to be the most popular names. The other kid, Corbin Carroll, is not available, according to them. So these guys are still works in progress. They're young, developing pitchers, but they have tons of controllable years. But is it enough? Are they going to help take advantage of the prime years of Judge and Stanton and everybody else? It's one reason I keep talking about Brian Reynolds, because he's approaching his prime. And to me, that would be a good thing. Ball Cap Sports. What's up, Jim? How are you, my friend? Guys, if you haven't checked out Ball Cap Sports, this is another fantastic channel, too. We had him on with us for our MLB free agent predictions. We had a great time, and I appreciate you coming on. It's always good to have you on here, Ball Cap. Welcome, my friend. What are your thoughts, man? Give us your insight about Correa and some of these monster signings that we've seen over the last week. I mean, I'd love to know what you think. Love to know what you think, my friend. Yes, you did, Udall. Good man, dude. Tom, I appreciate that too. I'm just trying to hang. I'm just trying to hang with guys like Ball Cap Sports and NY Right Recaps and Yankees Morning Brew, guys like that. I'm trying to just hang. I'm trying to do my thing. Trying to get to their level. Yeah, there's no need for trolls. Exactly. Texas Buckeye 346. My gosh. Dan, I appreciate that, my friend. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Always appreciate the support and the kind words, man. Correa over. He got some. He got paid, but that's the market right now. I mean, these shortstops have just elevated Dansby Swanson's market. Swanson's probably going to get 200 plus. Where I didn't think. I mean, I thought he was going to be like 150 million guy. These crazy contracts, I have just added probably 50 million bucks to Dansby Swanson. So, and he's probably going to be one of the more valuable shortstops in a while. And he ages well. He needs to play regularly. So I think he's going to be fantastic. I think Dansby Swanson's going to be fantastic. Ball cap, yes, they are. This market's nuts. A lot of unexpected stuff. I was surprised even earlier. No, I mean, let me know what you think about this ball cap. I worried, and I sometimes worry about the Dodgers being able to come in and swoop in and grabbing like a guy like Carlos Rodon. But to me, I said this earlier that I think Noah Syndergaard signing maybe takes Rodon off the market. And I heard earlier that the Cardinals are probably out on him too. So it's limiting Rodon's market to, he might just be waiting from a better offer from the Yankees because they did kind of lowball him yesterday. So what are your thoughts on that? I mean, I think the Yankees obviously have to do at least 180 to have a shot at getting him. But yeah, I think, Dansby might get a higher AAV than Correa, but for less years. I could see him getting like 240 or something like that, or close to it. And Dansby, I think Dansby's going to cash in significantly. And again, great defensive shortstop. He's playoff tested. He's a great teammate. He's a leader. So it's really, really hard to miss on any of these shortstops that were out on the market this year. So, just I think this shortstop market was better than last year's shortstop market. Just higher quality. You know what I mean? I think so. Two, I appreciate that too, Pyramid. Thank you. If you want real genuine folks, go check out Ball Cap Sports too. I mean, he's got some of the best stuff out there, and he's consistent. He's regular. He's accurate. So, and it's folks like that it's folks like that are, that I love to watch. Am I going to surpass MRY recaps and MRY news? Surpass them in what, Hayden? Surpass them in what? I mean, they're all doing their thing. But what do you mean surpass them, Hayden? Yeah, they are. Yes, they are. Playing a game of chicken. Yes, they are. Yeah, I don't have as many subs as recaps yet. And he does a great job over there, as does Ball Cap Sports. So, and they're going to continue to grow their channel. Just with the quality of stuff they put out on a regular basis, they're going to continue. I'm happy to be associated with these guys. I really am. This year is adding 50 million every year. Yeah, second tier guys going to get paid. They're going to get paid. Yeah, Correa is a difference maker. So he's a difference maker. 13 years. I mean, Bryce Harper got 13 years. And Correa was the youngest of all these shortstops. All of them, well, Swanson, I think, was 29. Correa's 28, and the other two are 30. So, and I mean, all their contracts are going to take them into year 40 or year 41. So, well done for these guys capitalizing on it. What are the chances of Cubs getting Mancini and Swanson? I appreciate that. Business for Liberty. Thank you. I could see them getting both. They haven't really spent yet. I could see them getting both and trying to make some noise in the NL Central. I could see that. I really could. Yeah, I could see that too. Ball cap, I could see this. 25 for 10 to 12. Yeah. And he's got the body type where it looks like he's going to age well. And again, I'd be surprised if he went back to Atlanta. No. I can see the Dodgers trying to do something. I could see, the Cubs. There's a couple other teams as well, but I think those are probably the three most likely destination points, I think, for. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Baltimore did something either, but I see him most likely staying in the National League. But he's a good shortstop. I mean, he really is a good shortstop. We've been fortunate enough to see a lot of great shortstops over the last decade. So after Rodon, what should be the next move for the Yankees? Well, it's got to be Rodon first. I mean, these guys got to lock up Rodon, man. They really do. They really do. But I mean, to me, it would be trying to trade for Brian Reynolds. Trying to trade for Brian Reynolds, or just an outfielder, young, controllable outfielder, just to lock up left field. And if you can get one like an outfielder and a relief pitcher, that's something you have to consider doing. If it's the right combination of guys. So, because they did already say that they want to add another reliever, and even though they've added two already, Hal said they want to add another reliever. So, and I would agree, but it would have to be on the left-handed side. Mark Cuban, man. Mark Cuban tenfolded he bought the Dallas Mavericks for like $280 million. They're worth almost $3 billion now. Tenfold. He increased their value. Impressive, man. Very impressive. Boris is out there with a lot of smoke and mirrors on it. Yes, he is. I would agree, ball cap, and you're right too. He comes out with a lot of, this is one reason why he's so good at what he does. He's so deceptive, and it's just a great lawyer, right? A great agent. And he's a master at manipulation of the market and getting what he wants and waiting people out and getting them to blink first. He's a master at this. That's why so many of these people want him to represent them. And I totally get it. He extracts more money in more years, and he gets people to make, either drastic overpays or say, you know what, I wasn't going to sign him now, but I'm going to jump in the market. He's the best in the game at this. So, I mean, much as I hate some of the things that he does, like getting the contracts wise, but like, that's why they represent him. It's just like you want your, a union. That's what even the baseball union is too. You want them to negotiate fair rates, right? Well, I don't necessarily agree to having to set the market all the time. And sometimes the market setting is ridiculous, but like, that's just the way that it is in baseball. And if you want to get paid, Scott Boras is your guy. I mean, really. That's not to knock other agents too, but Boras is notorious for this being this skilled at his game. So, yeah, I mean, guys playing until they're 40. It is kind of nuts. We have some better some better athletes now, guys that stay healthier a little bit longer, but it's just the way that it's going to go. Like Soto is going to get a monster contract. Ohtani, Vlad Jr. is going to get a monster contract. So, always ball cap, always a pleasure, dude. Hunter Green to the Yankees. That pitcher from the Reds, the hardest throw in baseball. He's got some injury issues already, though. Yeah, you've got a lot of high-end starting pitchers, and that's the other thing, too. That's why I would jump on Rodon and try to seal this deal so that – because I don't really see the free agent class being as good in terms of the pitching for – at least not next year. And then the year after that, or 2025, you'll have guys like Corbin Burns and some of these other guys available. But, it's a while, and the Yankees need to capitalize on some of the prime years of some of the guys they have now who are getting older. So, subscribers, I don't know if I'd ever pass recaps because he's going to grow at just the same rate, at least. And again, would I love to get to 30,000 subscribers like these guys, ball caps and recaps? Yeah, I'd love to get there at some point. I would love to get to 20 by the end of the year, but I'm just below 17,000 right now. So I would love to get as close as I possibly can. I don't know if it's possible. There's only like half a month left. So we'll see. But I want to I'm not really going to be obsessing about that. I want to put out good content for people to enjoy, and hopefully people, will join the live streams and, just enjoy themselves when they come here. Feel like they're part of a family, which is why I love to see, guys like Ball Cap hopping in here and some other folks hopping in here. So it's nice to have them on. Mark, good word is, I think, patience. I think that's the key word right now. Being as patient as possible for this Rodon situation to resolve itself. And patience isn't the easiest thing to have, particularly for Yankee fans, man. Well, I mean, if my channel helped people through the lockout, that's kind words, and I'm happy to hear that. If it did, I'm glad people find enjoyment on this channel. I really am. And we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. And guys, and I look to guys like Ball Cap and the rest of them, and Hector from Yankees Morning Brewers. They set a good example and motivates me to do better. Motivates me to do better. But you're always gonna get just accurate, straightforward content here. I'm not gonna make stuff up or anything like that. I'm not gonna post stuff that's not accurate and call it accurate. I won't do that. So I don't think that's fair to the viewer. I'm not gonna deprive people who watch this channel of accurate stuff. We should give Atlanta a solid trade package for Matt. Yeah, I mean, he's got 2 years of control left. He's a solid pitcher. He's 28, left-handed side. The question is, at least to me, is what is the solid package? If he was 24, it would have to be, with multiple years of control, it would have to be obviously more significant. But what is the? I mean, I would give them Jason Dominguez, but Peraza, I don't know. I wouldn't give them Volpe. So, yeah, Hayden. My preferred starting infield and opening day. It's a good question. Well, if they don't make any moves, let's just say they don't make any moves for the infield, it would probably be IKF at third base, Oswald Peraza short, DJ at second until Volpe's ready, and then DJ becomes a utility, and Rizzo at first. I mean, based on what we have right now, I would have loved Correa at third, but that's not happening now. He's in San Francisco. So, but T-Drake, always a pleasure, man. I love you too, guys, man. I appreciate the kind words. Always a pleasure having you on, T-Drake. I'm going to wrap it up in a few minutes too. Could be big deal be involving a top. I mean, it could, but who's the top closer? You know what I would say to Milwaukee? You want me to take on Yelich? You got to give us Devin Williams too. I'll take on all of Yelich if you give us Devin Williams on top and one of those starting pitchers. That would be my counter. My counter. 370 likes. I appreciate you, Texas Buckeye, keeping us in the loop. I'd love to get to 400 likes before we wrap up. We'll see if we can do that. Who's Anthony Rodon? Aiden? You mean Anthony Rendon? Let's see what we got here. Cardinals don't look like they're going to match. Yeah, it seems what we're hearing, it seems as if, it's going to come down to the Yankees with Rodon and just playing chicken with each other until somebody blinks and he either gets what he wants or there's some kind of compromise. And, and compromising with Scott Boras means he's still going to get what he wants or darn close to it. So, and I think it's important to just acknowledge and accept that now. And he's the guy. Not only would you give up a draft pick, but you're getting him for several years, and you're getting and just an ace at the top level. So on the left-handed side, and to me, it's worth it. So, Jeets, man, have a great night, dude. Rodon, God, imagine that. 8 for 200 for Rodon. Opt out after 3 or 4. Friendly, but still get another contract if he opts out. Intriguing. Randy, man, have a great night too, man. I'm gonna wrap up in a minute too. Yeah, I mean, if they move Donaldson, move some of these kind of dead weight contracts, that'd be fantastic. It really would be. Really would be fantastic. Yeah, I mean, that's the question of the day. What moves will they make? Well, they have to make an outfield trade or a signing, which I think is now going to be most likely trade, unless they bring back Andrew Benintendi. We'll see what happens. I don't know if they're going to do that, but we'll just have to wait and see. Cool. All right, Anthony. Cool, man. It's a lot of friends here, a lot of friends and family here, man. So it's a close-knit group. See what the Yankees are bidding against them. Well, that's the thing, too. And Boris is really great at getting teams to bid against themselves. The Yankees bid against themselves for Garrett Cole, who is also a Scott Boris client. So nothing new on Rodon directly, I knew, but I said earlier the Dodgers signed Noah Syndergaard a little earlier this evening or late this afternoon, and I think it took him out of the market for Rodon. I think they were kind of quietly lurking in the weeds. And we're hearing that the Cardinals are not going to get to that price either. So that's encouraging too. I mean, I heard speculation on the Twins still being available, and the Twins just cleared up $30 million, losing Carlos Correa. So they do have money to spend. Now, will they spend it? I don't know. I mean, they brought in Christian Vasquez the other day, who's a perfect catcher for guys like Rodon and the rest of them. He makes pitchers better. So that could be a pretty dynamic battery there. So I wouldn't rule the Twins out just yet. You all have a salute to you too, man. I hope so, man. I hope he decides on the Yankees. I just hope they go back and say, you know what, we boosted our offer, just like they did with Judge. They came in with 300, 320, whatever it was, and then they had to bring it back up. So, and maybe Hal will call him too. Do you really want to be a Yankee or whatever, like he did with Judge? And I just hope they get it done. I really do. Well, that's the thing, Kamikaze. We're trying to figure out what moves bigger than Rodon. It's got to be a trade. And again, if it's a trade for Arizona outfield, it's got to include a pitcher with it. If it's a trade for Brian Reynolds, it's got to include a pitcher with it, like David Bednar. If it's a trade with Miami, I've heard speculation that the Yankees were interested in potentially Jazz Chisholm, but I don't know. I mean, there's so many different options that they could choose, but I just don't know what is eventually going to be bigger than. I just hope that they do something that's bigger than Rodon. I just hope that turns out to be true. Okay. Oh, we need 13 likes for 400. All right. If anybody hasn't hit that like button, please do so. Let's get up to 400. Yeah, Cashman. Just the thing with Cashman, and I said this is one of the things that's most fascinating, that's most frustrating about him. You think he's going to do nothing, he does a ton. Then you think he should do a ton, he does nothing. And it's so unpredictable. And again, he never leaks anything. So you're never going to get it. It's like Fort Knox. You'll never get information out of him. And again, but that's him. He's like, a Jedi Master. He's like the Scott Boris of GMs. It's just, they're each other's kryptonite, but at the same time, they're each other's, counterpart in a way. They complement each other in a way, which is crazy, but with on Rodon and saying, all right, Dickie. Oh, God. Crazy. Cy Young Award winner who threw 45 miles an hour. We've not replaced him on the coaching spot yet, Danny. That's still, the assistant hitting coach is still open, so I don't know who it's going to be either. So, all right, Dickie. That's a good one, Mark. It's a good one. Oh, we got the 400 likes? Nice, thanks. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. And thank you, Texas Buckeye, for keeping me updated. I don't know why I can't see the number of likes on this software, but it is what it is. But I appreciate you all coming on here. I thank you for spending the Wednesday night with me. I appreciate the generosity, support, even, Ball Cap and the rest of them. Thanks for coming on, Hector, Jigga, all you folks. I appreciate all yous. Before I go, let me just take Talbot's. Lopez and Chisholm, Reynolds and Bednar, Varsho and Gallen seems like big trades could be. Yeah, any combination of those three or any single pair of those three. Yeah, I would say the same. Man, Zach Allen trade could happen. It could happen. But appreciate that, RC. Have a great night, everybody. Appreciate you. I got to drink stuff at night. Flush myself out. So my apologies if you hear me drinking. So, but have a great night, everybody. Again, peace and love to all of yous, and I'll see you on Saturday night. Over now.